Hey y'all, it's Natalie, and I have a cherry unboxing. And you guys, my order had a little snafu, and I've forgotten what I've got ordered, which I actually think I probably say that every time, but I'm really excited because I really did forget. I don't know what's in here. Let's find out together. I feel like it's been a really long time since I did an unboxing. But while I'm unwrapping it, I'll let you know, like, it was just a holdup of like one little thing, one of the products. Like, I have multiples of them in here, and so I'll show you which one I mean. It was like a $2 item, like less than $2, that said it was awaiting product arrival, and it had been a while, and I know that the site had been glitchy, so I had reached out to customer service, and they were like, oh, it's this, and I was like, oh, okay, just take that off, just take that off. And so they did, and I just say all of that to remind you of how amazing a Cherry on Top's customer service is, because it's a small family business. They appreciate your business so much, and they're going to make it right. They're always going to take care of you. But then, even though they're a small business, they have so much amazing product and so many things because of the nature of their online store. So you get the best of both worlds. So I just love a Cherry on Top. Daniel packed my order. Thanks, Daniel. So I have her unwrapped over here. So let's start with this little one here. I'm kind of pumped about this. I do love Pink Fresh Studio a lot, and I love a good boy collection. Their masculine collections always are really great. So I feel like it has been a while because they didn't do scrapbook stuff for a while, right? And so Paige Evans came out with a new legendary collection. I can't believe I got 3 6x8 paper pads. I think that was like a hole in the head. Anyway, but I had to get her new legendary pad. And I have learned about myself that I don't tend to use very well the Pink Fresh Studio like 12x12 papers. In fact, I would venture to say I almost don't really use many 12x12 papers. If there's a really dramatic paper that I think I might do something dramatic with, like a big, beautiful pattern, then I'll do that. But otherwise, I tend to just like need little bits and pieces here and there, right? Because I like to do a lot of mixed media. So I just don't tend to buy that much of the big papers besides like a background paper. So that's why I went with a 6x8 here. So just a quick flip through here. You have some arrows, lots of color. I like that green with the lime. I really like lime green. So these look like iPhones. I love this. You got some street things. You got a bakery, bookshop, outdoor gear, arcade, a plant shop. Super cute. A fun geometric, some cool badges. Patches, those are really cool. I like that. Some turquoise there, some numbers, some yellow, like an orangey red, some more pattern. Super fun. A lot of pattern though, right? So, and this is why I really like to do like a very basic background and then just use smaller pieces. I love a good rainbow stripe. I love that. And use the patterns on top of a basic. So, well, there's more. But let's go and finish up looking at all of the legendary bits and pieces that I got, which I think might have only been the ephemera and the stickers, because that's just my normal go-to for Pink Fresh. Those are the things, like sometimes I'll order a bunch of stuff from Pink Fresh and I'm like, nope, that's what I use. I'll go to just a little bit of pattern paper, and then I love the die cut ephemera and I love their stickers. And I love their mini outfits, but I don't think they had any this time. If they did, I didn't see them, or they were already sold out. So this, I'm not even going to take these out. So just kind of everyday things, a little more masculine, maybe teenagery. But honestly, I'll use these for all kinds of things for my family. Look at that cute little washi is like coming off of the thing. That's so cute, like die cut. Document your food. I love to do that. Chill now, win later. Greatness takes time. Next level content. I love that. Music, painting, reading, all the things we love to do. We love to do all those things. Chasing goals, living the dream. Scroll, snap, share. I just feel like this is very, I feel like they always have really great words and like unusual phrasing that maybe isn't in a lot of other collections, and I always really appreciate that. I like unique things, and I just feel like it's very usable for me and my lifestyle and how I like to document. So I'll use it for all kinds of things. And then we have the die cut ephemera, which is a lot of the same, trending now. I like that a lot. Let curiosity be your compass. Let's make it viral. Love the sneakers. We got soda, goals. Got like a little food basket. As seen on my feed. I like that a lot. I'm chronically online person. I try not to be, but I am. So I'm up on the trends. I try to be. It's hard to stay up on the trends. We got some like curly gigs and like foliage, which is really fun. Running on vibes and snacks. Yep. My kids are snackers for sure. I love that. Like a little art supplies. I'm going to make sure that sticky is not out, and then I'm just going to set this aside and I'll put it back together later. I'll probably just go ahead and slide it into a plastic bit. So all of them together so they can be used together. All right. So next step, let's look at the coffee bits, I think. So this is kind of what held me up a little bit. These are fun. So these are Find It Trading. I don't even know what's the company. Licensed by Find It Trading. We Love Crafts. Berries Beauties. So anyway, I took a really cute photo of my kid. My kid is in 7th grade, and he's decided that he wants to drink coffee in the morning. So he's been making my coffee every morning, and he's actually really good at it. So that was fun. And I got a really cute picture of him. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to scrapbook this. I need some coffee things. And so I picked up some of these. Let's see. So there was another pack that was the one that didn't make it. Heck, it might have been like just a duplicate of these. But I got 2 because Sarah pointed out to me that they're so smart. Do you see how like basically each of these bits, they're numbered too, are a little bit of this bit? So you stack them and you put your foam tape in between them, and then you make like a dimensional element. Isn't that cool? So that was like, well, I need 2 of this. And actually, I'm okay with only getting 1 of these because these are like the storefronts, which are probably not, I mean, he was at home making my coffee. This is so cute. I'm excited. So I got some coffee things to document Heathy making my coffee. And then I got these cutie new Lawn Fawn dies. And so they're like coffee mugs, and then you can make a little shaker out of them. And then just like little bits to go in the top. And you got like whipped cream. So I think that'll be really fun to play with. And I'm ready for fall. I'm ready for it to be cold. It is so hot here, and it's not got any end in sight, but I can pretend. And so you can use this really for like fall crafting, but you can also really use it for like Christmas crafting. I think it'll be very cute. So we have those bits, and then random stuff. This was on sale, but I have really been into using my embossing folder that is leopard print lately. Like really been loving that. I've always loved leopard print, and I don't know, I'm just like adding a touch of leopard is really doing it for me. But so I just like put in the search bar leopard print or something, or cheetah print or something like that, and it came up with this die, and I almost took it out of my cart. And then I went and I searched up a few more things of people using it, and I was like, no, that has to come in. So I'm really excited about it. I think that it can be used in a lot of really fun and interesting ways, because it's meant to cut out like just a little pattern chunk of a piece of paper, rather than cut out like a die cut with like a finished edge, you know what I mean? So it's just meant to cut out like a pattern, and then you lay something behind it. So obviously I can use it for cutting out a chunk, you know, like I can make that be a rectangle of something and cut out the pattern. But I also think it could be really fun. I don't know. I think we're going to have a lot of fun with it. And it also came with like a snake skin and a tiger. I'm not a huge tiger fan just because of the weird shape of it, but we'll see. And I also will be interested to see how you can like set it up next to each other and run it through again and cut like a larger piece. But I do like the snake skin too. So I was excited about this. This is from iCrafter. Sorry if I got the last one. If I didn't, I'll link it up below. But if you already have it, I'll show you how to use it. And then I've really also been I've been making a lot of cards lately. And so I've been really loving a good embossing folder and some texture. And so you don't have to spend the money on like the specialty paper. You just make your own specialty paper. And so I really love, I've always really liked these like metal tiles, like a ceiling tile, the vintage kind. And so that's what this is supposed to look like. It's from Lisa Horton, vintage tile. And it's a big one. I like it when they're big ones too. So I'm excited to play with that and my card making. So we got a lot of texture going on here. I think that's going to be fun. Okay. So now let's move on to Halloween. So there were no like newer collections that were really calling to me all at once. So I decided to kind of make I'm not going to call it a kit, but like I pieced together a few different pieces that I was like, I can mix and match from these different collections and it'll be fun. So that's what I'm going to show you here. So the new Graphic 45 collection is gorgeous. Ghostly Greetings, I think is the name of it, Graphic 45, and these like hanging pumpkins, super beautiful. And then that kind of makes me dizzy. And then this one is called Hide and Seek. Let's see what's on the other side. Yeah. So this is what I mean when I say that I do love a big dramatic. I'm probably never going to use a whole sheet. Maybe, never say never, but probably never. But what I will do is use like half of it to be really dramatic and then do a solid at the top and like it's really beautiful. Or use it to back a big cut file and not make that really dramatic or something like that. Or a half page, you know. I think there's a lot of options. So there's a time and place in my type of crafting for a full size page. Just not that often. So I can get away with the 6x8 and the 6x6 pads and really they last me forever. I love it. So I just loved, look at the skeleton hands. I love this. This one is called Spooky Floral. So those were really gorgeous. And then don't look at that yet. We're not there yet. And then I picked out the Spooky Things paper pad from Simple Stories. So I do think this is their new collection this year. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, it is 2025. So let's look through that. So it's a really different vibe from these gorgeous papers from Graphic 45, but it's also probably much more like the style of like most of the Halloween pictures I take because I still have 2 younger kids and I have a nephew. So I'm taking little kid photos at Halloween. So these will be like for me and I'll have to probably stage pretty photos to use. And then these will be like to actually scrapbook the stories of my kids. So we got fun. Ooh, it's like watercolor almost. I love that. I like that too. I love a good cut apart. So you got some cut aparts. I like the not always like normal colors. So like this like pastel purple is kind of unique for Halloween. So I really like that. Lots of cut aparts. And then some really just cute basic patterns though. That'll be really nice as well. Got some pumpkins, got some florals, got some words. I definitely can just see myself. It's very usable for me. Apparently that's all I'm about is some utility here. So I paired it with, that's sticky. I didn't want to set it down. In fact, you know what? That's just like trouble waiting to happen, isn't it? So let's just take a little scrap of paper. We don't want that getting stuck on anything and ruining anything, do we? I paired it with Paige's collection from last year. She did a Halloween collection. And there was still some of that in the store. Not a ton, but there was some. So I grabbed these Tricks and Treats because they have these iridescent, and then I love the snake and the moths. I have some stamps too that match that. But I think it'll go really well with the Spooky Things collection from Simple Stories. And also, they still had her thickers, which thickers are pricey these days, but they're so cute. It's just really hard. And like I like these kind of thickers that are the title ones. And not the alphas, because like you're going to use them all instead of having like your alphas, like your random letters all left over, right? So they actually match so perfectly. I'm kind of really excited about these. So I love these. I'm going to use them a lot. And then I topped it off, my little kit, if you will, by these new Echo Park spiderweb stamps, which are super cute. So I'll just have to wait for them to come out with the dies, I guess. But because they did after the fact, they released some like a while ago, and they came out with coordinating dies. So I'm hoping they'll come out with some for these because I love a good die set to go with the stamps. But these are so cute. I'm gonna find a way to use them anyway because I love them. So they just have little cobwebs on them. Very Halloween-y, but I mean, you're into Spider-Man, you could totally use those. Or if you got a dirty house and you're scrapbooking that for some reason, you can use them. I don't know. It's just a couple of ideas off the top of the old noggin there. Okay, almost done. Sorry, my husband is probably like, where is she? She needs to come to dinner. That's right, man's place in the kitchen. Just kidding. He is making our dinner right now, though. So or with Christmas too, because it's so stinking cute and I love it. And I was afraid it was gonna be gone. I'm not gonna say I'm not ready to scrap Christmas, because I have been scrapping Christmas because I've been needing to for some of my other teams, but I like to scrapbook Halloween. I'm kind of ready in the mood to scrapbook Halloween, but I thought this is gonna be gone because it's too cute. But a couple of years ago, it's probably 2 or 3 years, Simple Stories had Mix and a Mingle collection, and they were all these same colors, and it was so cute, and it was like a vintage vibe, and I loved it so much. And so this is like the same colors, but basically it's called Hard Candy Christmas, and it's not really so much vintage of just candy, but I think that it'll mix and match really well with the Mix and a Mingle collection, and it's just so cute. I couldn't say no. So I just got, all I did was get the 6x8, which look how cute. I mean, super similar. Like, I'm pretty sure there was a piece in that collection that looked exactly like that. Cute. Also makes me dizzy. This one too, but cute. Fa La La. I love the dark green. Green's my favorite. The little tiny kind of parts are super cute. Love the lights. I have a die to match that. That'll be fun. Very Merry Vibes. Ugly Christmas sweater turns into cute Christmas sweater. I feel like last year was a big year for nutcrackers, so super, super cute. I do have a few coffee mugs like that of the Santa, which I love. So I got the matching Hard Candy 6x8. These are almost like matte, which is interesting and cute. I love this stripe. That is a good stripe. That is a good stripe. I am also teaching at a virtual Christmas retreat from my Pretty Things, and she has bow dies, and big into bows these days. So that's a big thing. So let's real quick just look at the bits and pieces, because this is getting a little bit long, but I know that you guys like to see them. But I love bits and pieces by Simple Stories because they're little and they're so cute, and especially for Christmas albums, because I know a lot of people do December Daily, and it's a smaller version of like smaller than a 12 by 12. So these are perfect for those types of albums. So you have like a little mantelpiece, a pink poinsettia, cute little lights. Those look like real lights, like, I don't know, like our modern lights versus like the old timey bulbs. So I really like that. That's cute. Little mugs that'll go so cute with the little mug die that I got from Lawn Fawn. This was a good order, y'all. Like, if I do say so myself. I feel like it was a little all over the place. I had a lot, but I got a lot going on, and I'm really excited to play with like everything. In fact, I'm not really sure what to play with first. I mean, not gonna lie, it's probably not gonna be this collection. It is about 90 degrees outside. But they still do have vintage in here, because that's like vintage looking ornaments. Look at that bow. I'm telling you, I'm into bows right now. Big into bows. Another cute coffee. That's cute. The little pennant, and they just added some jingle bells on it. So no notes here. Simple Stories. These are cute. Good job. So again, that's the Hard Candy Christmas collection. I will link down below with my affiliate links for all of the things that are still in stock, especially since I already secured mine. No, I'm just kidding. I think there's plenty of this because it is brand new. And then also the Halloween stuff, because we're still here in September. Plenty of crafting time before Halloween comes along. And these cute little things. And even the Pages collection from last year. It goes so well with the spooky things. So if you did get some of Pages collection from last year, think about mix and matching it with the spooky things by Simple Stories. And yep, I got my coffee stuff and Legendary by Pink Fresh Studio. So cute. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye, y'all.